This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
From his office, Barry Kling has a good view of the Wenatchee Valley's latest health crisis, wildfire smoke.
Local veterans were offered an array of resources and opportunities on Wednesday during the Veteran Service Fair at Big Bend Community College. The Grant County Fair is set for next week, which means the return of the annual Cowboy Breakfast in Moses Lake.
3 Japanese students from Moses Lake's sister city, Yawanzawa, Japan, made the long trip from their hometown in Japan to spend several days here in Moses Lake.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
From his office, Barry Kling has a good view of the Wenatchee Valley's latest health crisis, wildfire smoke. More than 35 micrograms of pollution per cubic meter of air. That's an unhealthy level for folks with asthma, heart disease, or other ailments. Kling, the administrator of the Chelan-Douglas Health District, and Doug Reinertson, director of respiratory care for Confluence Health, want residents to take precautions.
Right now, Leavenworth has pretty good conditions, and but if you go up into the Methow, which is in Okanagan County, but we still work with them, of course, it's really bad up there, and I believe it's pretty bad in Chelan too. So in a fire season like this, it's a shifting picture.
So people with cardiac problems and respiratory problems that aren't acute, that they have consistent problems with, they really need to monitor what they're doing and contact their providers early so that we can get them in and get them taken care of. The outcomes are so much better if we do it early.
Smoke from wildfires has been present in the valley all summer, but this week it's intensified, accumulating under a thermal inversion. The health district has N95 breathing masks available free at locations throughout Chelan County. Those masks help filter out the tiny particles that can lodge in the lungs and make asthma worse.
When they breathe in smoke, they end up with a bronchospasm, which is a tightening of the bronchial tubes in the lungs. Their difficulty in breathing increases. And again, they should have their medications handy, and they should seek assistance right away from their providers if they start experiencing that.
The last time the health district dealt with a long-term air quality crisis, it was in 2012, when wildfires and a thermal inversion clogged the valley with smoke. The city of Kashmir saw pollution up to 550 micrograms, 4 times the level that's hazardous to human health.
We had over a month of almost constant, really terrible smoke conditions in the whole area, and that's really unusual.
As the smoke gathers, the area is also under an excessive heat watch, with temperatures predicted to reach 108 in Wenatchee on Thursday.
Excessive heat itself makes it difficult to breathe anyway. So again, staying in cool places, staying out of the sun, making sure that you're staying very well hydrated, drinking lots of water.
Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Local veterans were offered an array of resources and opportunities on Wednesday during the Veteran Service Fair at Big Bend Community College. The event was hosted by Representative Dan Newhouse and gave veterans a one-stop source of information from healthcare and employment to Veterans Affairs benefits. The mobile vet center, operated by the Mann Grandstaff VA Medical Center in Spokane, was also on site for one-on-one counseling regarding benefits and readjustment. Newhouse, who was on hand and met with many of the veterans who attended, has held numerous outreach events in the 4th Congressional District, as many of the calls to his office are from veterans.
We have found, in my short career as your congressman, you'd be amazed, or maybe you wouldn't, but most, I would say probably half of the calls that we get in my office are from veterans seeking help either with the VA or with employment or some federal or state agency. So that's why we did this. That's why we brought you all together, and I appreciate very much all of you coming here.
More than 40 organizations attended the service fair, from the Spokane Vet Center, Big Bend, and SkillSource to law enforcement agencies and the Ephrata American Legion. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The Grant County Fair is set for next week, which means the return of the annual Cowboy Breakfast in Moses Lake. The breakfast is set for Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Cinque Square in downtown Moses Lake. Tickets are $10 for adults, $6 for kids ages 12 and under, and kids 3 and under eat free. Breakfast includes pancakes, sausage, eggs, juice, and coffee prepared by the Kiwanis Club of Moses Lake and Michaels on the Lake. The event also includes the annual Pee Wee Stampede at 9 a.m. with the Little Miss Moses Lake Roundup Queen, dummy roping, and stick horse bronc riding. The contests are open for kids ages 9 and under. Proceeds from the annual Cowboy Breakfast, which serves as the traditional kickoff for the fair for more than 30 years, help support Kiwanis Club community projects. The Grant County Fair returns August 14th through August 18th. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
3 Japanese students from Moses Lake sister city, Yawanzawa, Japan, made the long trip from their hometown in Japan to spend several days here in Moses Lake. Yesterday, their schedule was packed with activities in the morning before heading to the local Papa John's to make their own pizza for lunch. The students got to all pull their own dough and choose their own toppings before it went through the oven. Papa John's chef William White helped the students with their pizza. White has been helping the Japanese students make pizza for the past 4 years.
You know, Japan and actually other countries, the premise remains the same, but the ingredients change drastically. So my hope is that whatever the students coming over do end up making, that they enjoy as much as they would as if they were at home.
The Japanese students enjoyed the experience of eating their American-style pizza.
It tasted like more condensed and earthy kind of taste compared to our pizza back home. So it was good.
After lunch, the students got a tour of Moses Lake High School. They got to see all the different programs that Moses Lake High School had to offer, from woodwork to metalwork to the swimming pool. That was followed by a short English lesson, which included singing.
Shoulders, knees and toes.
So far, the Japanese students have been enjoying their time spent in America.
They went
to a Japanese garden, and then she felt as though there was a piece of Japan there, which she never thought it would be, on the other side of the ocean. All the pictures that I was taking just because I was so curious how different things look, different things, things that I'm not familiar with. They're so new to me, so I wanted to share those with my family and friends back home.
The Japanese students will continue to explore the surrounding area as part of the Sister City Exchange program until mid-next week. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.